Okay.
What is the essence of life? To serve others and do good. These are the words of Greek philosopher Aristotle. My name is Lois DeBose, and I'm president and co-founder of a non-profit organization called Kelseys Foundation. I want to talk to you today about volunteering. The namesake of my foundation is my daughter. Kelsey was a 19-year-old WSU student with big hopes of a future in entrepreneurship and business. She was in her second year of college, and she was a part-time waitress. She had a steady boyfriend and planning to move out on her own in January of 2013. That day would never come, because on November 8, 2012, my daughter tragically passed away from a ruptured ectopic pregnancy. She did not know she was pregnant because she did not have health insurance and she did not have life insurance. I was a single mother. My husband had passed away in 2010, and I was a bartender working paycheck to paycheck trying to make ends meet. I had a teenage son still living at home that I was responsible for also. The sudden funeral expenses were overwhelming that I was facing. It took the help of my family and friends to help pay for the burial costs of my daughter. During this time, my daughter's best friend's stepmother approached me about concern about other people that might be going through a plight like this. How many people had to choose between eating and paying their bills or burying their loved ones? So she proposed that we started a non-profit organization to help others in this sort of situation. And this is how KGF was born. My partner and I, Lisa D'Alberto, and I put together the paperwork to begin the foundation. We registered for our state tax ID and we applied for our 501c. We started out with a bang, sold wristbands, had an online auction, started a Facebook page, a website, and even began receiving donations. We had a few others that were volunteering for us at the time, but their own personal issues and some of them had other commitments that made them disappear, so to speak. Now we're only down to a staff of 4, and our commitment is really strong on what we want to do, but we really need volunteers. 11egroup.com quotes as saying, many nonprofits would not be able to survive, let alone thrive, without the help of volunteers. I agree with this statement wholeheartedly. We have many ideas, but such a small staff, we can't implement all of them. Not to mention, we could use fresh ideas that new volunteers could bring. So by now you're asking, what's in it for me? It's not a paid job to be a volunteer. Well, here's a couple of facts I learned from the United Way site in Connecticut on an article called 10 Facts About Volunteering. One fact, research shows that volunteering leads to better overall physical and mental health, especially for older volunteers. Another fact is volunteers have a better chance of finding a job after not working for a while than a non-volunteer. I've also been told by former college students that colleges look at volunteers and their activities. It shows signs of leadership and the ability to work with others. There are even scholarships based on volunteering. In fact, in the fall, I will be speaking to the Honor Society at WSU because one of the requirements as part of the group is to volunteer for our foundation. Schools and employers see volunteers as good use of spare time. You're not sitting idle doing nothing. If those reasons haven't convinced you, here's some more. You can learn skills that might better a future career for you. And you can learn about others and maybe even learn a little bit about yourself. What's an hour or two a week for you just to donate your time to help others? Musician Bono said, when the story of these times gets written, we want to say we did all we could, and it was more than anyone could imagine. I can't put into words how satisfying it is, because we have had the chance to experience helping other families. I even received a heartfelt note from an 11-year-old boy whom all he needed was nice clothes to wear to his father's funeral. Thank you. You mean an awful lot. At Kelseys Gift Foundation, we consider ourselves family, although none of us are related. We have the common bond of wanting to help others. We can't offer you a paycheck, but we can offer you a chance to be a better you. We can offer you the chance, the ability to help others, and knowing you can make a difference in others' lives. There are many different ways you can help us. There are events, there's fundraising, public relations, and even online through your internet or smartphone. We can find something to fit everyone's schedule and to fit your needs. There are plenty of opportunities. So I'm asking you, please consider volunteering for us. Help us grow stronger, not only in the state of Kansas, but our ultimate goal is to be nationwide. If we're working together, we can help many families have a reason to smile through very difficult times. I'm going to leave you today with this poem from Emily Dickinson. If I could stop one heart from breaking, I shall not live in vain. If I can ease one life, the aching or cool one pain, or help one fading robin into its nest again, I shall not live in vain. Please think about volunteering for Kelseys Gift Foundation. We could use your help immediately. We have many events coming up that we can use everybody involved. Thank you.
I'm Destiny. I'm Peggy.
I'm Maureen.
Cody. Matt.